Flying Oman Air has always been a disaster for me. Untrained and very slow cabin crew, cold food, broken in-flight entertainment, and weird upgrade scams, making it one of the most underperforming airlines I've ever flown. And even if I don't fly them, they manage to upset me by unlawfully withholding my refund for over 2 years now, displaying their criminal energy. But more about this throughout the video. So let's go on another aviation adventure.
Guys, beautiful good afternoon from the worst airport in India, Chennai, flying today one of the worst airlines in the world, Oman Air. So the check-in counter just opened, so let's do that. Let's go to Dubai with a stop in Muscat. Hi.
He's going to Dubai?
Yes.
Going to Dubai. From Dubai, where you're traveling to?
To Israel.
Israel. You got the ticket with you for that?
Yes. The seat next to me, is it still free or is it taken yet?
Free.
It's free, it's still there.
Only one business.
Oh, is it? Yeah? Good. That's me. There you go.
Now you're done.
You're on YouTube now.
Dubai? Yep.
Yeah.
Dubai.
Awesome, thank you.
This is your Muscat to Dubai.
Yeah,
it's
that's
an economy class boarding class. Just you can keep it inside with you.
Awesome, thank you, thank
This
you.
is from Chennai to Muscat. As I mentioned, this is a 3-year future business class and your window seats and your passport. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Now we can go
Awesome.
straight to it. Left side immigration.
All right, thank you very much. Bye.
Thank you.
So guys, all checked in for my Oman Air business class experience on the 737 MAX. At the counter I was told I am the only passenger booked up front, and I hope it's going to stay this way. It's roughly 4 hours from here to Oman, and very much looking forward to what I can expect on this flight. But apart from this, you're probably asking yourself, Josh, what is your problem with Oman Air? Well, I had plenty of flights of Oman Air before, and it has always been absolutely underwhelming. The slowest performing crew that I've ever seen, and not just on one flight, on all of them, where you question yourself, what are they getting trained for? What training do they receive? Why are they so poor? I mean, this doesn't apply to all of Oman Air crew. I'm sure they have excellent crew as well, but generally, there must be an issue somewhere in the cabin crew department. And from what I've heard, they're working on it. I'm going to tell you the full story later on the flight. But it's very interesting when you get some behind the scenes as well, when people tell you what's really happening after you post a video. But it's also the experience of the plane, where for 2 years I'm running after my money. And it's just not me. Like when you go on their social media, you can see it's a freaking thing they do. They literally break the law, regulations that there are in place, withholding your money, and you're trying really hard to get it back, you know? And this is something I cannot tolerate. And this is where I need to wave this big red flag and tell you to not book Oman Air, because they most likely won't help you if things go south, and you probably won't ever see your money back, you know. And from people like me, okay, I can deal with it, but imagine it is a family and they spend $1,000 on a flight get cancelled, and they have to wait for years to receive their money back. This is something that is absolutely unacceptable, and there's no excuse. And Oman Air is not even trying, you know, and that is very, very disappointing.
So just to give you a little idea, I was dealing with for the past 2 years after several calls. We're now going to call them again and let's see what they have to say.
Hello, and thank you for calling our customer service.
So the problem is that for 2 years I've been calling you. For 2 years you've been telling me the same bullshit stories. For 2 years you're saying the money is going to get refunded, and for 2 years you said you're going to send me an email. I have never received anything. So which story are you going to tell me today?
We have sent you an email. Did you reply that?
You never sent me an email. You always say you always tell me that you send me emails, but you never do. You can send me an email right now if you want.
So it is on working. It is on support. Our relevant team is working on it, as I can see here. So the only thing you can do is you just need to wait for it, sir.
How many more years? Give me. So instead of 2 years, I will have just to wait 1 year. All right, I'm just telling you this call is recorded for training purposes. So everything you say will be published very soon. So I just want you to be aware of that.
Sure, sir.
Okay, cool. Can you check with your supervisor? So please get me a solid reason right now. After 2 years, I have every right to demand this. I mean, it's not his fault at all, right? But been waiting for 2 years and I get the same nonsense answer all the time. I feel sorry for him that he has to deal with it, but...
So they will be proceeding with the refund of yours, and now it won't take any time to proceed with you. Okay, sir?
Well, I'm just telling you, I would wish that after this phone call you could send me an email, because I heard this story many times in this 2 years. So
listen, sir.
I would love to have an email.
Listen.
I'm just saying, that's why I'm recording it, because I've heard that story many times from you guys. So, and you understand my point of view, right?
I understand. Yeah. I do understand.
Okay.
I understand what you're going through, sir. And now I'm making sure. I'll make it sure that you will receive your refund. It will work.
Okay.
It will work, and you're gonna be receiving your refund.
So have a wonderful day, and I'm very much looking forward to that email and that refund. All right. Though I've heard this answer in 2 years many times, I only believe it once I really see the money. They have never sent an email confirming that they have refunded this, but this answer I have received a lot of times. I've probably called them like, I don't know, 10, 12, 15 times, and it's pretty much always the same story. So yeah, let's see how this goes, but still 2 years is absolutely unacceptable, and yeah, I have no other words to put it than this is some very criminal energy by the airline, and I hope that this video is going to make a difference and that you guys get your money back as well.
And that needed to be said. Anyways, gonna have another coffee because I had a really early start, 4 a.m. and then the plane should be here very soon, and then we board our flight to Oman. Then I'm gonna give you a comprehensive review of their airport. The airport is actually pretty nice. It doesn't even fit the airline, you know, that's how good the airport is. And then my second flight to Dubai is gonna be in economy class, so you get the full smash today on the max, both flights, economy class and business class. So let's do this. So Oman Air just started to board, so let's head to the gate. Let's see what welcome I will receive.
Crispy. Ah, 24, thank you. Oh, pleasant place.
Thank you.
And here we are, welcome on board Oman Air 737 MAX in business class, featuring 12 recliner seats in a 2-2 configuration. The airline is currently operating 13 of this type, with another 7 on order.
So guys, and here we are, welcome on board Oman Air 737 MAX in business class. A stunning cabin, looks beautiful. First impression is really wow. Really well done for a regional product. And the art of flight reviews is to be unbiased. And though I had that heavy frustration on my shoulders walking down that jet bridge, or like the entire day thinking I might be flying Oman Air, which doesn't want to refund me my money, and I've been chasing it for 2.5 years. But the second you step on board, you have to let that frustration go and start from scratch again and be unbiased and try to give people a truthful review and give the airline another chance again. And so here I am saying that I've received an amazing warm welcome with some really kind crew, which are really like motivated, keen to make this a good flight for me. And that is my experience so far, surprisingly, because when there was something that was a letdown on Oman Air, it was always the crew. But on this flight, I am literally blown away because I wasn't expecting that. And this is a good start. And let's see how it's going to go and how this is developing throughout the flight. We're taxiing to the runway right now, so it's probably a good time to give you a quick little seat tour.
Each seat comes with a personal entertainment screen, a remote control, as well as a universal power outlet and a USB slot. The seat also features great legroom and a divider for improved privacy in case you happen to travel next to a stranger. The foldable table isn't the most ideal since you need to hunch over it while you eat, but that's probably the only negative note about the seat. It also reclines quite a lot, offering a great lounge position. Apart from that, it was the first time ever that the in-flight entertainment wasn't broken for me on an Oman Air flight, so I got to see the entertainment offering as well, which isn't too bad either. Overall, I really like the product for what it is. But now, perhaps, it's a really good time to hit that subscribe button for more aviation adventures. It was then time for lunch, and while the menu is quite impressive, I remember that it takes 2 to 3 hours on average to be served on Oman Air, so I decided to use the stopwatch and see how long it takes this time. Given that I was in business class, everything over 50 minutes would be a total disaster. So let's see how they do on this occasion. And surprise, surprise, it only took them 9 minutes from taking my order to serving the meal. Of course, since I travel in business class this time, it can't be compared to the usual slacking and lazy service that I encounter in the bag. I'm glad to see that at least something is working on Oman Air.
So this was the lunch service here on Oman Air. And the food was very average. Meat was quite dry, but I was astonished by the fact that my meal got served in just under 10 minutes. Because usually I'm not used to receiving a hot meal on Oman Air. Or by the time it gets to me, it's usually cold. So that was nice finally to get a proper taste of their catering. And now I just got a coffee as well. It looks beautiful in presentation, really like it. And after this, I'm going to show you how much we can recline this seat here. I mean, to be honest, it's not too bad considering it's an narrow body plane, it's a regional business class. This is quite comfortable. And then there's a divider here in case you're traveling with, I say with your girlfriend or boyfriend, and they start annoying you, you can just pull it up. Or obviously if you sit next to a stranger, and it does increase your privacy by quite a lot, but it's comfortable. And the pillow, really, really lovely. Great product. So I told you earlier that I'm going to share a rather interesting story with you guys. A bit of a behind the scenes. My friend Will from Track and Trendy, I'm sure a lot of you guys watch his videos as well. He was flying Oman Air recently in first class, I believe, and he was doing a flight review, and while he was doing so, he was approached by the crew because they were curious about what he was doing. And then the crew asked Will whether he knows Josh, to which he replied, yes, he is a friend of mine. And then the crew said, because of my video, my recent video where I pointed out all those shortcomings, the crew said that this video had quite an impact on their service structure, and they took the feedback very seriously, and they implemented a lot of changes, which is really nice to hear that my videos do make a difference. And not just my videos, whether it's Dan or Will or Noel or all the other flight reviewers out there. I'm very happy to hear and see that the airlines watch them and they do something about it. You know, I hear that quite often, that whenever I have something negative to say about the airline, that the airline talks about it, especially the service department or the cabin crew department, and they see what can we do about it. And it's always nice to see that there is a little bit of an impact, and that's what I always said my mission is, to make flying better for all of us. So I'm not sitting here and saying, hey, because of me Oman Air changed. Sure, there's been a lot of factors and a lot of feedback, but perhaps it had a little bit of an impact because obviously a few 100,000 people saw the video, so they're going to act on it probably more likely than on a customer feedback which was sent through a contact form, you know. But I'm glad to see that we formed a great opposition to those billion-dollar businesses, and we're giving them a hard time and we're keeping them on their toes. So I'm always happy to see that that our videos do make a positive impact. And yeah, that's all I wanted to say. And I think this flight stands testament that something must have happened, or I'm just very lucky and my next flight is going to be absolute garbage. You never know. But you know, the crew is always the airline's biggest asset, you know, and if the crew performs well and the crew is happy, it does have a massive impact on your experience. Anyways, I'm gonna chill a little bit. I try to have a little nap because I still have a second flight and I still have like 8 hours at the airport at Muscat, which I want to show you guys as well. So I'll talk to you guys in a bit.
Guests, those who require wheelchair assistance are requested to remain seated.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Robert, thank you. Bye-bye. So guys, here we are. Welcome to Muscat International Airport. Let's check it out. Hey, how are you? I was wondering, I'm flying to Dubai at midnight. Is there any earlier flight to Dubai or?
Airline? Is it via Airline?
Yeah.
I don't think
So then, oh, there is none?
But
Because
she would
the cabin crew told me there's a flight every hour. That's the only flight?
Unfortunately, the flight already left. This is the earlier flight.
Oh, is it?
This is the flight 4 hours ago. It's left already.
All right.
So this is after midnight.
Can I purchase lounge access or something?
Yeah, we have lounge, we have hotel.
And then you have a hotel
All
as well.
things there inside. So
That's
it's
good.
relaxed there.
that's good.
But make sure at 12:55 our local time.
Yeah.
The gate TBA means to be announced. It's not.
Yeah.
So in this time you have to check the gate, or 12:30 by our local time.
But there's a hotel as well.
All things is there.
All right, cool. Thank you. Appreciate your help. Awesome. Thank you.
Enjoy.
You too. So I have like 7 hours to kill. So I'm gonna try and check out the hotel, whether they have some okay prices. or I'm probably just gonna head to the lounge instead and purchase some lounge access. But yeah, I don't want to just sit at McDonald's for the next 6 hours. Let's check it out. But let me also tell you what a beauty of an airport Muscat is. It is brand new, but like a few years, like I think 2 or 3 years, but it has everything. So keeps it duty free. All the lounges are located here as well. There is the Oman Air Lounge, Priority Pass lounges, and it's just beautiful. Like, you know, when you're at an airport and it's just like so fresh and so clean. That's what Muscat is all about. Love it. So now let's check out the hotel. Hey, how are you? I was just wondering, you have hourly rates as well, right?
Yes, 6 hours, 12 hours, and 24 hours.
How much is 6 hours then?
It's written there, sir.
Oh,
38 plus taxes.
Is that USD or is that what?
It's Omani real.
Well, how much is that in?
44.46. It will be like 45 real.
Yeah. Can I get
120 US dollars.
120 US dollars?
For 6 hours.
For 6 hours? That's fine. And it's just a room then, right?
Room and 1 meal.
1 meal. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I do that. Because my flight is at like 1.
You want now?
Yeah.
Give
That's
me
okay.
your passport and your boarding pass.
Yeah.
The room number I'm giving you is 508.
508.
This is your Wi-Fi password.
Okay.
So you need to select Airline Muscat.
Huh?
And then put this password.
Okay. Alright.
And the room is allocated on the left. Just follow this corridor.
Huh?
And then take left.
Alright. And then the buffet is?
For the restaurant, you have to just follow the same corridor.
Huh?
And right you'll find the restaurant.
Alright.
I'll
Awesome.
give you the coupon, and it's served from 6 till 11 o'clock in the evening.
Okay.
Anytime you can come and have it.
Alright.
I hope you understood me.
Yeah, all good. Beautiful. Thank you. Have a good one. So here we are. Welcome to the airport hotel at Muscat Airport. I have like 8 hours until my flight departs, and they charge me $120 for 6 hours, and it comes with a meal. But this is what it looks like. Got a little desk. Got absolutely no view, so it's not much to see. But then you have a shower, you have a proper bed. And given that I get really late to Dubai and I didn't sleep last night, and then tomorrow at 7 p.m. my next flight is happening with LL. You have to subscribe right now. You don't want to miss out on the LL flight. And so I felt like this is probably the best solution. What I'm going to do here for 8 hours, you know, I will be like all sleepy and I feel cranky. So I'd rather just pick up on some sleep, and then I'll be all energized for my second flight, this time in an economy class. But it was a sensational flight. It was great. Wonderful, wonderful crew. Never thought I'm going to ever say this sentence, that Oman Air has great crew. But it has happened. All right, guys. I am going to sleep now. Guys, good morning. Had a solid 5-hour nap. Wow, I really needed that. Wow. Well, it's half an hour to go until I have to check out, and another 2 hours, 3 hours technically, until we're departing for Dubai. So let's do this. Let's head to the gate. Hey, good morning. I'm just checking out.
All right, thank you.
All good? Thank you. Bye.
morning.
Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
May I see?
Very cool, huh?
Very cool.
So guys, and here we are. Welcome on board the 737 MAX in economy class. It is freezing right now in the cabin. Yeah, I don't know, 15 degrees max. But yeah, let me give you a quick little seat tour.
Oman Air 737 MAX features 150 seats in economy class in a 3-3 configuration. Each seat comes with a personal entertainment screen, a USB slot, and an adjustable headrest for an improved sleeping experience. A very solid hard product for a narrow body plane, if you ask me.
في حالة الإخلاء المائي أخرجوا سترة النجاة من المحفظة ثم أدخلوها في الرأس وثبتوا المشبك وأحكموا ربط الشريط حول الخصر وقبل مغادرة الطائرة عند المخرج يجب
It was then time for the second takeoff of the day, for a short 1-hour hop to Dubai. And perhaps you should hit that subscribe button right now if you haven't done yet, or follow me on Instagram for daily updates on my travel. On this flight, the crew was handing out lunchboxes to each passenger, and by the moment the service was done, we already started our descent into Dubai. At 3 AM, I finally reached my destination. Overall, the second flight was very basic and there wasn't much to review. It's a solid shuttle service on one of Oman Air's most busiest routes, so it's very hard to screw that one up.
So guys, and here I am finally at the hotel in Dubai. It's almost 4 AM. I'm so glad to get a bit of a break now. And then tomorrow I'll be flying El Al, the flag carrier of Israel, the most secured airline in the world. So subscribe right now if you don't want to miss out on that one. It's definitely going to be a good video. Yeah, my first flight, lovely, amazing, outstanding. The second flight was too short really to judge. But all have to remember that we can't let Oman Air get away with robbing money from us passengers. That's wrong, and this should still be the main message of this video. I'm glad to see that Oman Air is doing well. However, I really hope, and I appeal, if somebody is watching from Oman Air after 2.5 years, it would be just the right thing to do to return my money, which belongs to me, not to you. Yeah, this is just like, it's still, I have no words for such criminal behavior. That should not be encouraged. Guys, this is it. I'm gonna get some well-deserved sleep now, and yeah. If you want to support my work, join my WhatsApp group or have early access to my videos, check out my Patreon page. Link is just in the description box below. Guys, this is it. Wherever you're off to, have a safe trip.